Hello guys, it's Johnny time and welcome to another smart contract auditing tutorial. Today you're gonna learn about one of the most useful tools for smart contract auditor. You can look at it like all-in-one tool, all-in-one place for you as an auditor with so many useful features that will help you to organize and automate and optimize your auditing process. Features such as integrated AI with GPT and pre-made prompts, features such as writing reports right after you do the audit and assembling a report automatically, automated scanning, graphs, and so much more features that will come out in the future. So I love this tool and I got in touch with the team behind it, and we decided to make this video to show you what is this tool about and how you can use it to optimize your auditing process. Also, I was able to get for you from the team a special gift for Johnny Time community, which I will reveal by the end of this video. So make sure to stick till the end in order to get this gift. So let's get started. So the tool is AuditWizard. This is an amazing all-in-one Web3 security platform. And if you are not familiar with this tool, rest assured that after this video, you're gonna want so much to go and start using it, because you will be amazed by the tool, the UX and the UI, and the easiness of you can use this tool and how it's gonna help you with the auditing process. And we're gonna cover all the tricks and tips of how to use this tool. So you can head out to auditwizard.io. You can also use my special link in the description to claim the gift. So make sure to watch till the end and use the link in the description below. But before you do that, I want to walk you through the tool and show you how I use it and what kind of features it has. So you can click here, try AuditWizard, and it will automatically redirect you to the login page. As you can see, we have different login methods, including Google, including with MetaMask wallet, login with Ethereum or any other wallet that you have, or traditional sign up with username and password. I'm going to use my Google account to log in. And once you're logged in, you got to your all-in-one place for smart contract auditing. So you can use this page in order to import a repository from GitHub. You can also add your private GitHub API access key in order to import private repository if you have a smart contract solo audit or you work in a team. Or alternatively, you can pick a contest and bug bounties. So as you can see, they already scraped all the active contests from Coderina, Sherlock, and Heads Finance. So you can just click here, and just by clicking, automatically it's gonna load all the code of the project for you, and you have some kind of online IDE with all the code. The design is amazing, the UX is amazing, it's so smooth, and you can see that automatically without even going to Coderina, without even going to the contest, you have everything here. All the code is already imported for you. You even have the README, the markdown file formatted for you, so you can read about the contest. You can go right and check the contracts. Now, alternatively, you can also paste a repository URL if you want to go the old-fashioned way, like I like to do. So this is the beloved USSD contest that if you follow my channel, you already know. So I can just click here and it's gonna import from the repository, and it's also gonna import and install all the dependencies. So you don't need to deal with dependency installation and with setups. Everything is already ready for you to start your auditing process. So this is very efficient and time-saving feature that's gonna reduce so much time for you in the auditing process, and this is just the beginning. So currently, Solidity and EVM are the only technologies that are supported by the platform. So if you're gonna audit Cairo smart contracts or Rust smart contracts, it's not supported at the moment, but the team told me that they're gonna add this support later on. So if you want to audit Solidity smart contract and EVM-based projects, this is the right tool for you. Now, another super cool feature that they have that I didn't see anywhere else is that you can import contract directly from Etherscan, obviously only if the contract is verified. So here you can see an example of Uniswap Universal Router contract. I can just copy the address, and this is one of the most amazing features. You're gonna go back here and you paste here the contract address, and it's gonna import from Etherscan with all the dependencies and everything right into the platform. So if you love bug bounty hunting and you're gonna find bugs in all mainnet or other blockchain deployed smart contracts, this is awesome tool for you to import directly the code from the Blockchain Explorer websites. This is pretty incredible. As you can see, it imported all the contracts, all the dependencies, all the interfaces, all the libraries. Everything is imported just by providing the contract address. Now you can always return to your projects, and let's pick the USSD one for instance. So this is what you're gonna see when you import and start a new project. Now I'm gonna head over to the contracts folder, and let's just pick the USSD.sol smart contract. So I can start and audit the smart contract, start reading it, but before I do so, I want to utilize all the automation tools that this tool has built in. The first one I want to utilize is the graph tool. So the graph tool is gonna generate for us a graph that will help us get the scope of the contract. So if you're familiar with Ciora, or like the Solidity Visual Developer, this is very similar. We have it built in here in the platform, and you can see that right by looking at the graph, I can have so much more context about the smart contract and get a high level overview, which will help me audit it and get idea about the different functions, about the external calls, about where it receives and send ETH, and so on. Another cool feature to get a highlight overview about the contract is AST. Okay, so you can see here everything about the contract, like the tree and all the Solidity versions, all the directive, and it's another cool like line of code and a lot of like tools that will help you to assess the work, to get a highlight overview like this AST and graph tools. Now, one of the coolest features, in my opinion, is the AI integration. So you can use AI, they already built in GPT into the products. And the first thing that is about AI is that, you know, many auditors use it to report vulnerabilities, and they try to use GPT to find vulnerabilities and report them directly to contest and stuff. And this is very not professional because most of this is going to be false positives. But the cool thing about AI here is that it's not gonna find vulnerabilities for you, but it's gonna reduce the time for you understanding the code base. So it's gonna be much easier and faster for you to understand the code base. So as you can see here, you have analyze code feature. So analyze code gonna save you so much time by just giving you some kind of summary about the smart contract that you're gonna work on. So as you can see here, we have a summary about the USSD contract, which very nicely describes what the contract does. The Solidity code defines a contract for a stablecoin named USSD. The contract uses OpenZeppelin upgradable contracts for ERC20 tokens and access control. So you don't even need to read the code. You already know what kind of business and what kind of contract you have to deal with. You have upgradability, you have ERC20 tokens, access control, and it actually goes in depth to the explanation of what the contract does and even shows you some potential security flaws that the contract might have. Now, I won't say that every security flaw that it found is not a false positive. Probably most of them, like GPT usually does, they are not legit, it's false positives, but it gives you some kind of idea about what the contract is about, and you can manually verify and see these security flaws, and it might give you ideas of other ways to exploit and find vulnerabilities in the contract. Now, another cool feature is the chat with AI. Now, it's so much better than using GPT because you have it already inside the tool. And also the AI already, they send the prompt, they send the context of the contract to GPT-3. So you don't need to send it yourself. It's basically optimized AI for auditing. So I can just ask him questions about the code, such as which functions change the state of the contract, and then it's gonna list all the functions that gonna change the state of the contract, because he already has the context of the smart contract and he knows that we are doing a smart contract audit because the tool already fed the GPT with the context. Also, this is super useful because you can just use it to create some kind of summary for your audit report. So here I ask the tool, based on the smart contract, create a paragraph about USSD and what it is or what it does. And here I have some kind of paragraph which I can use and include in the final report. We'll get in a second to the reporting features that we have here, which are more than incredible. But I want to show you all the features of the AI first, because this is mind-blowing features that are going to save so much time and effort for you. Now, you can use the AI to ask questions about the code or just general questions about Solidity, about memory, storage, Chainlink, whatever you want. He has the context, but you can ask him anything. So you can ask something like, what kind of vulnerabilities are added to the code potentially while using Chainlink oracles, for instance, Chainlink oracles. And there you go. You have an assistant right there, and it's going to give you some kind of ideas about oracle manipulation or some kind of vulnerabilities that are related to Chainlink or whatever the contract is about. You have your AI assistant here on the toolbar on the side, which is incredible. Now, another super useful tool is the scan feature. So currently they support only Slither, but they're gonna add Mithril and Pyrometer later on. Slither is a static analyzer. If you don't know what it is, please check out the other video where I have complete tutorial about Slither. So they integrated Slither into the platform. So in just one click away, you can just click scan here, and like magic, you're gonna have so many vulnerabilities that Slither found. Now, we know that Slither has a lot of false positive, but you can filter down and get more context about the contract. Maybe some of them are not false positive and are legit, and you can just add them to your audit report. Now, we know that Slither has a lot of false positive, and here we have some kind of medium vulnerability that they found, unused return, and it shows us the line of code here. So we can jump into the line of codes, and we see that we use Uniswap, but we call the exact input function, and we actually don't use the return value. So we ignore the return value. Now, this is not really a vulnerability, but it can give us some more context about the contract, about what vulnerabilities might happen, because sometimes when we ignore the return value, it might be catastrophic for the contract and a lot of unintended behavior can happen. Now here, for instance, Slither found something more interesting for us automatically. So as you can see here, between lines 170 to 173, we have divide before multiply. And we know that Solidity rounds down the number. And if we divide before multiply, we might lose some numbers or run down numbers, and it might affect the accounting of the smart contract. So let's say you found a vulnerability, and when we use Solidity Visual Developer, we usually add audit comments. Now here we don't have to do it. We can just right click on the line and click here, add note, right? We can add note along our code. For example, here, division before multiplication, whatever. And here is the location. So we can just highlight the code to populate this field. So we just click, and as you can see, it automatically got the lines of code for us, and we can write the description. We divide before we multiply, and we might round down and mess up with accounting. I don't know, whatever report it is. So you're just gonna edit this note, and then you can use on this note and convert them into reports. Now you can see that the note is saved in your notes. You can click here, the notes, to get to your notes. And here you also have a bookmark in the line of code, and you have the note in much more nice and organized way than using the audit comments. So it's really up to your preference, but this one is very classic and very pretty and very organized. So I really like the way they implemented the noting system. So now let's say that you audited the code, you wrote your note, and it's time to write your findings and add them and assemble a final report for the client or for the context. So let's say you found a vulnerability. You can click here, add finding, and automatically it's going to open for you the add finding toolbar. Now, this is a valid finding from the contest. As you can see from the USSD contest, they are using Uniswap without specifying a deadline for the swap. And this is very bad. We're not going to get into in depth why it's bad. You can check out the other USSD deep dive video that I've had in my channel, but this is a valid finding. So as you can see, it's automatically gonna fill in the line of code. And here you can write the title like in every other platform. So you can write not using deadline while not specifying deadline while using Uniswap v3 swap. Okay, so this could be like the title, right? The severity in that case is high. I wouldn't say critical, but high. And here you can write the description. And this is something super cool because I told you that I use AI to write my description. And here you have it built in. So you can use rewrite with AI if you want to improve, maybe fix your English or improve it or write it in a more professional way. This is a very awesome built-in tool that can help you to write your report. For example, I can write here, while swapping tokens with Uniswap v3, the deadline parameter is commented out, which basically sends a transaction without the deadline, and it could lead to losing money, yada, yada, yada. Now, I don't have time to write the whole description. Obviously, if it's a real contest, I will write it in a more described way. So I'm going to click here, rewrite with AI, and let's see what happens. Let's see how the AI magic helped me to optimize my description. Now, you can see that it's already much better. So if you had like typos or stuff, it's probably going to fix it for you. And it already looked much more professional. During the token swapping process with Uniswap v2, we have identified that the deadline parameter is currently commented out. This essentially results in transaction being sent without a specific deadline. This could potentially lead to financial loss. We recommend addressing this issue promptly to ensure security and efficiency of the transactions. So you can see that the prompt is already very well optimized by the team, and it really made a good job describing the vulnerability. And the recommendation, remove the comment from the deadline line of code and allow the user to specify his deadline in the function parameters. Okay, you can also use again rewrite with AI to rewrite your recommendation. And again, the prompt is already ready for you to basically create the best report that you can make. Please proceed to eliminate the comment from the deadline line of code. Additionally, modify the function parameters to enable the user to define their own deadline. So you can work with this prompt, you can work with this AI solution, and once you're done, you can click here, add finding. And every finding that you add will be added automatically to your final report, which is super cool. Now let's add another finding. This is another vulnerability regarding using Uniswap. So here we use amount out minimum 0. So I'm going to add here another finding. And as you can see, again, it's automatically added the line of code. Let's click here, add finding. Now it's gonna fill in the previous finding for me, but it already updated the line of code over here. So not specifying slippage while swapping tokens with Uniswap. This is another vulnerability. Using Uniswap router without specifying slippage protection, yada, yada, yada. Then let the user supply as a function parameter the mean amount out to have slippage protection. Okay, then you can use the rewrite again, the rewrite with AI to improve the finding, but this is not important for right now. I just want to show you how the report looks like. So I'm just going to add the finding as is. Now, let's say you wrote this finding and you maybe want to find this finding somewhere else in the code base. So you can use even here Command Shift F on Mac, or in Windows Control Shift F. And they already have this, like, it really feels like an IDE with on steroids, like IDE for auditors with all these amazing features. And you can use this search bar to search things through your old code, like deadline, right? Or file names. Let's say you want to go to the tests, right? So you have USD simulator.test.js. So you can use this Command Shift F to find things around the whole project. Now, let's say you completed the audit and now you want to assemble a report. So you just go here to the report tab and you can fill in your names and save them and all the data, and it will save it automatically. So my name is Johnny Time, client name USSD, the date is automatically being filled today. Here you can write an overview about the USSD audit that was performed by Johnny Ginger Security, yada yada yada. And here you can add some metadata about the audit, like the audit type, Solidity, EVM, yeah, it's EVM, timeline, I don't know, 1 week, or you can specify the dates, everything about the audit, all the information, documentation quality, let's say medium, test quality low, commit hash, you can paste the commit hash, right? So all the relevant information about the report, and it's gonna automatically add your findings to the report. Now, once you have all the information set up, you can click here, generate report, and the magic will start. Now, another cool thing is that you can even add your personal logo. So if you're an auditing firm or like you're a solo auditing company, you can add your own logo as a brand to the audit report. And let's click once again, generate report, and we'll see what we get. So this is the report that we see over here. Let's open it and see how it looks like. It's a docx file with your logo, with your name, with a summary, everything, all the executive summary, description, and your summary findings. So all your findings are automatically added to the report with all the categories, critical, high, medium, low, informational, and gas optimization. And if you scroll even more down, you have all your finding details and finding deep dive. So this is pretty amazing. And this is one of the best all-in-one tool for smart contract auditor. It's like online IDE on steroids with AI, with notes, with report generation. This is just crazy. Now, the cool thing about this tool that it's completely free, guys. It's free. It's in beta, actually alpha testing mode. So you can check out the link in the description to sign up and basically try it out. It's going to be paid. There is going to be a pro version in the future. They're going to add so many features, as you can see here, like AI report writing, fuzzing, POC, advanced scanning with Mithril, and more tools. Right now, these features are work in progress, but once they're out, they're going to be in the pro version. Now, the cool thing is that if you use my link in the description, this is my gift for the community from the AuditWizard team, you're gonna get free trial for the pro features. So make sure to use the link to sign up to AuditWizard using my link in the description below. So once those features are out, you're gonna get first free trial access for them. And also, in addition, they have the Discord community, but we made a deal that everyone that joins the Discord community through this specific link, this specific video, will be added automatically to a VIP channel with the developers of the tool. So if you are one of my viewers, one of my smart contract auditing students, and you want to explore the tool and you have some feature suggestions, bug reports, you have a direct line to the developers and to the team behind this tool. So you can request your own features, provide your feedback, and provide feedback about bugs or features. So definitely check out the link in the description below to get both the potential trial once the pro comes out and the direct channel with the developers. Now, if you are not sure about some of these features, they also have an amazing comprehensive docs. So you can read about every single features and about upcoming features and FAQ. So definitely check out the doc if you have any open questions before you ask questions in the Discord community or on Twitter. Now, that's it for today. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it and you tried out the tool, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, obviously smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome smart contract auditing content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.